Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, and let's begin. So I usually have really big pores, so I like to use the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So I'll take just a little bit in my hand and put it all over my nose, my forehead, all over my cheeks, just all over my face pretty much. And then I like to go in with my Stila color corrector in the color peach and put it around my nose and under my eyes, and then I'll go in with a little bit of green on my nose to cover up the red spots. Moving on to our eyebrows, we're going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Auburn and go ahead and grab my Sonia Kashuk eyebrow pencil. And we're going to fill in those spots that we need a little bit more help with. So I'm going to start with the arch of my eyebrow and fill it in on both sides. I'll do pretty much the same concept. I don't really like to fill it up all the way to the front because I want that to be a little bit more natural. So I'll go ahead and do the other eyebrow. We're going to go ahead and clean up our eyebrows with the CoverGirl concealer. And we are going to use a small little brush, concealer brush, to clean it up. So we're going to go ahead and put a little bit behind my hand. Look for my brush, there it is. Grab a little bit. And we are going to start with the bottom of our eyebrow to make it a little bit more sharp and clean. I usually like to do this process before I put on my foundation, so it's a little bit better. So go ahead and do it on that eyebrow, and we're going to do it on the next eyebrow too. Moving on to our eyeshadow, we are going to be priming our eyelids with this concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Light, number 10. So put it on both of our eyelids. Make sure to cover it all. And next we are going to be blending it out with our finger. Blend, blend, blend. After that, we are going to be setting it with an eyeshadow, and it is going to be from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette in the shade Tempera, the very light shade, creamy color. We're going to be setting our eyeshadow with that. After setting your base, you want to move on to your eyeshadow, and I decided I wanted to do more of a burgundy, like a red burgundy with a little bit of gold in the inner corner. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and use the shade Burnt Orange, and with any crease brush just put it into the crease and blend. Make sure it's blended very well because we don't want any harsh lines. So we are just going to keep blending, blend, blend, blend until your hand falls off. And moving on, we're going to use the color Red Ochre and put that into our crease as well. It's good to start off with the very light shade and keep adding the darker colors because you don't want to start off with the dark color and work your way up like that because it's going to be a mess. So just keep blending that. Gonna have a little dance session right here, I guess. I'm not sure what I was hearing. So moving on to our Huda Beauty palette, we're gonna use the color Maneater and put that into our crease as well. Maneater is more of a red burgundy color. Put that into our crease and put Bossy into our crease as well. Bossy is more of a purple plum color. So I'm gonna blend that in there. We wanna keep blending it into the outer corner, not so much into the inner corner because that's where we are going to be applying our shimmer shades. So back to the Huda Beauty palette, we're going to use the color Fling, which is a very metallic red eyeshadow. So we're going to put that onto our lid. It looks very, very beautiful. Keep packing it on there. These shades are better when you use your finger, not a brush. This palette has been very controversial because of that. So we're going to use the color 24K and put that in our inner corner. I actually applied a lot a lot on this eye instead of the other one. So later on you'll see that I went in with a little bit more gold in the inner corner. I decided to skip the wing today, so I just put a little bit of black eyeliner on there. Next we're going to move on to our lashes, and we are going to be using this Eylure London lashes in the volume pack, and use some duo glue as well. Go ahead and blow on it a little bit. Totally not sanitary, but it's going on my eye, so it's okay. So we're going to apply it. Make sure the glue is a little tacky before you put it on. And it's okay if it looks white because this glue is clear, so it is going to dry clear. So put on the other one. Have a little dent session again. We are going to be moving on to our face, and I am going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 102. Pour some in the back of my hand and go ahead and dot it on my face. And sorry guys, I am totally not flipping you off. Didn't even notice I did that. So we are going to go ahead and blend with our beauty blender. So just bounce it all over our face. Never rub because you're just going to be taking your foundation off. So just blend. Always make sure that you get it all over, especially on your neck, because you don't want to have two different colors, especially if they are not the same. Moving on to our concealer, we're going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the color Light Pale, and put it under our eyes, our forehead. Moving on, we're going to bake with the Airspun Translucent Powder. It's the translucent extra cover one. It's my favorite part, so put it under our eyes, anywhere that we put concealer on. So under our eyes, our forehead, a little bit on our nose, our chin, anywhere that we put concealer on. So after you do that, we are going to wait 5 minutes. So in the meantime, we are going to contour, chisel out those cheeks. So I'm going to be using my Huda bronzer, and with the Real Techniques contour brush, I'm going to grab a little bit and start with our cheeks. Make sure you tap the excess off because you don't want a really harsh line on your cheeks. Put some on the perimeter of our forehead to make it look a little smaller than what it is. On our chin to get rid of that double chin. Nobody wants that double chin, so keep on blending. And also, we're gonna bronze up our face, especially for pasty girls like me. We need a little bronze in our life. The 5 minutes are done. We are going to want to remove the excess loose powder on our face. So with the little stippling brush, I am removing that powder off my face. It's time to add a little bit of blush. So I'm going to be using the Paula's Choice Skincare. Get that nice pinky rose, put it on our cheeks. Not so much on the apple of our cheeks, but be more on the side of our cheeks, because we don't want to really look that peachy. So add a little bit of that, and next we are gonna use the Carly Bible palette to put some highlight into our life. So we're gonna take those 2 highlight shades and put it on our cheeks. I am not really a fan of the eyeshadows, but these highlight colors are bomb. I really recommend them, and if you really like very natural colors, then you probably will like this palette. It's not bad. I just have a lot of similar colors to it. So gonna, just dance around. I don't know what I'm doing. Going back to our eyes, we are gonna take Man Eater from our Huda Beauty palette and put it on our lash line to give our eyes a little bit more of a pop. We're gonna put it on there. Just keep blending it out. Be very careful because you don't want to poke your eye with that little Real Techniques shader brush. So after that, we are gonna get this e.l.f. mascara, and I fell totally in love with it. It's a little wand, so it's perfect for your lash line. So it gets every little hair from there. I just love it. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my lips, but I decided to go with this Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the color Gemini. I really like this one. It's the only one I have, but I can tell that they are really good quality, and they smell like root beer, which is my favorite soda. So we're gonna apply some of this on our lips, And the good thing about these is that they're really full coverage, so you don't need to use a lip liner. They are really intense, but that makes it really easy to mess up, so be careful with it. So just put it all over your lips. I really like the color. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like a really like dark, like nudie, peachy color. I'm not sure, but I really like it, and I felt like it went really good with the look. So just keep applying it. Keep dancing or doing something. I don't know, I'm crazy. Alright, beautiful, that completes our look. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Go ahead and check out my last video. Bye!